Can't hear anyone.
I don't know.
Let's call the December 4th, 2025 IRRR meeting to order. Sarah, please take the roll.
Senator Champion. Senator Champion. Senator Farnsworth.
Here.
Sorry, Senator Champion is here. I think his sound is messed up. I'm his staff. Sorry about that.
That's okay, thank you. Senator Hochschild.
Here.
Senator Heinzman.
Here.
Representative Davis.
Here.
Representative Weigel.
Present.
Representative Scrava.
Here.
Representative Warwas. That's 7 members present, 1 excused.
All right, thank you. And next on the agenda is approval of the September 25th meeting minutes. With the addendum, do we have a motion to approve the meeting minutes?
So moved.
Senator Hochschild.
Senator Hochschild makes the motion. Sarah, please take the roll.
Senator Champion.
Aye.
Senator Farnsworth.
Yes.
Senator Hochschild.
Aye.
Senator Heinzman.
Hi.
Representative Davis.
Aye.
Representative Weigel.
I go aye.
Representative Scrava.
Aye.
Representative Warwas. That's 7 yeses, 1 excused.
All right, thank you. And now we are on to internal meetings comments. Commissioner.
Thank you, Chair Farnsworth. Good afternoon. Welcome to the Iron Range Resources and Rehabilitation Board meeting of the last meeting of the calendar year 2025. I hope you all had a chance to enjoy Thanksgiving with family and friends. And as always, thank you for your continued dedication as we close out another productive year for the agency. To start, I'd like to share some program and personnel updates. This fall, we completed another successful round of the Culture and Tourism Grant Program. We awarded funding to 34 projects across the Taconite Assistance Area. These investments continue to enhance quality of life, celebrate our cultural heritage, and strengthen year-round tourism. This year's projects range from recreation and community facility improvements to arts, cultural programming, and new trail maintenance equipment. Together, they reflect the creativity and vibrancy of our communities and the value of supporting projects that preserve local traditions while expanding recreational opportunities across the Iron Range. Next, I'd like to recognize a recent addition to our team who helps keep our office running smoothly day to day. Sarah Klein joined the agency on October 8th as the new office and administrative specialist. In her role, Sarah provides front desk reception services and assists the facilities and operations division, as well as the rest of the agency departments. She is a great addition to our team. To today's meeting, we will be reviewing approximately $18.8 million in proposed projects that strengthen our region's economy and quality of life. These investments support business expansion and mining operations, advance higher education opportunities, extend broadband, increase our housing inventory, and modernize infrastructure and public facilities across the Iron Range. The projects being reviewed today include $1.298 million for a business development project, $6.786 million for mining projects through the TEDF, $770,000 for higher education, $913,000 for broadband, $4.372 million for housing projects, and $4.66 million for public works. As we consider these investments, it's important to acknowledge the realities that many in our agency, in our region are facing now. There are hundreds of mine workers and families who continue to be impacted by layoffs, and while some have found new opportunities, many are still waiting to be called back. We know this remains a challenging and uncertain time, especially as we head into the holiday season. And those families and steelworkers are very much in our thoughts. Our agency is continuing to work diligently to look for new opportunities for our region to fulfill our mission of diversifying job opportunities. In addition, the way our communities continue to support one another during these times, it matters and it does not go unnoticed. That reality also makes me want to pause and recognize someone who believed deeply in this region, our people, and our future. I would like to take a moment to reflect on the tremendous loss of our friend and colleague Roy Smith, who passed away on October 14th after a short but very courageous battle with cancer. Roy was a committed leader whose passion for education and workforce development strengthened opportunities across the Iron Range and northeastern Minnesota. His work at the agency and at Minnesota North College reflected his deep belief in collaboration, innovation, and community. Roy's influence extended statewide through his service on the Governor's Workforce Development Board and regionally through his leadership with the Northland Foundation and many, many other boards. His vision, kindness, and steady presence touched countless lives. Over the past few months, many people from across the region shared messages of support and remembrance with Roy and his family. His wife, Susie, his daughter, Cheyenne, and their family were deeply grateful for that support. And I know that they remain in our thoughts today as we remember Roy and the impact that he had on all of us. Many of us knew Roy not only as a colleague, but as a trusted friend who cared deeply for this region and truly believed that even with our challenges, that the best days for the Iron Range are still ahead. So I'd like to take a pause for a moment of silence in Roy's honor. Thank you for that. And Chair, I mean, I still have a couple of comments, but I don't know if I'd like to offer if the board members have anything to say directly about Roy, if you would like to do that, or anyone online.
Well, I'll give the, I have a few things to say, but I'll give the board, the rest of the board online if they have a few thoughts to share.
Mr. Chair, I was trying to raise my hand, but I do have something to say if I'll let other board members go first too.
Go ahead, Representative Igo.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I'll just say, thank you to the commissioner and the entire agency. I think the words were well said about the man that Roy was and the legacy he leaves, not only just for our agency, but for the entire Iron Range. I reflect on our friendship and relationship as one that really helped mold me into the man that I am today, and the skills and advice and relationships he helped me build are something I'll hold dear forever. But I think the greatest thing we can do for Roy now is by remembering him with how he acted and how he treated everything he did. And that's how his memory is going to live on long past even all of us are done serving here in this region, because that's the kind of impact he left and the vision he had for the entire Iron Range and the Northland. So that's how I'm going to remember him, and I think we're all going to do that. And I'm going to miss my friend dearly, just like many of us in this room are.
Thank you, Representative Igo. Representative Scrowdon.
Thank you. Yeah, Roy was, as a neutral person politically, as I met in an agency like this, he just wanted the best for the region. Between education and business, he weaved that perfect for me anyway. If I had a question, I got an answer. I didn't get a political answer. I got an answer. And I really appreciated that with Roy. And we had some conversations on some big projects coming up. and it was always straight to the fact, you know. So those projects are still in the works, and I feel strongly about them. So when we speak about them, a lot of times I may not want to talk about it, but I know where Roy was with it. So I try to speak what he wanted to do with it. So again, I just echo Representative Igo's. You don't replace someone like Roy. You just try to find someone to fill the job, but you don't replace them. Thank you.
Thank you,
And he'll be missed.
Thank you, Representative
Mr.
Stroud.
Chair?
Senator Haas. Oh. Is that? Well, we'll go with Senator Housechild, and then whoever that was, we'll go next. Senator Housechild.
Thank you, Mr. Chair, and thank you, Commissioner. I also concur with everything that's already been said, of course. I will just say, meeting Roy in the limited time I've been in the legislature, he was always there to really, I think, advance us as legislators' goals for representing the Iron Range. He was always there to be a helping hand. I think Representative Scraba is exactly right. He never brought an agenda. He was always just really looking to sort of help us. And, the legislator down at the Capitol is full of well-dressed people, but nobody was better dressed than Roy. And so it was always fun seeing him. I always knew when he was up in the rafters or up in the, the seats above the chamber. I'm like, man, that guy, he just always looks sharp. But no, I think he'll be remembered most for really connecting our region and being the glue for our higher ed institutions, for other foundations in the region, collaborating with the agency to really do the best work that we could to leverage our dollars as an agency. And we're really going to miss him. And frankly, I'll be honest, I'm nervous about losing him because I really do think he truly was a glue to so many different institutions and people and groups to make sure we were advancing what was best for our region. And it's going to leave huge shoes to fill. I know that's cliche and people say it a lot, but it's really, really true with somebody like Roy. So we're going to miss him a lot, and just grateful for his service to the state of Minnesota and our region. Thank you.
Thank you, Senator Housechild. Senator Heinzman.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Hearing how special Roy is and was to so many people just confirms what I knew in the short time that I had being on the board. When he came to St. Paul, he introduced himself. Everybody knew there was something special about Roy, and I'm jealous because I'm missing out on getting to learn from one of the best, somebody with the passion and the heart for the Iron Range that Roy had, and he had it in a way that was impactful like no other. So Roy will be missed.
Thank you, Senator Heinzman. Representative Davis.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Yeah, Roy is missed. And the first few months I knew him, it was all business. But probably like everybody else, you hang around Roy long enough and it doesn't just stay business. You develop a friendship with the man. And it eventually became a relationship where I'm sure many of you board members as well, you could call Roy and get his perspective on things. And you were enriched from the conversation. Roy was also a man. We all know this. He had a lot of irons in the fire, and the grass didn't grow under his feet. And let's continue to be like that. Let's work hard for our communities as Roy did. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Mr. Chair, if I could say something after Ben, I was trying to find my hand button and I'm having some difficulty finding it. I just wanted to make sure that you would recognize me. Thank you.
Senator Champion.
Okay. What I'll say is I have only known Roy a short period of time, but he made me feel like I knew him a lifetime. He was thoughtful, insightful, available, and he just had a great sense of humor as well. He always found the good in any situation. He wasn't, at least for me, he didn't come across as a naysayer or someone who is always pessimistic. there was always some sense of optimism and that he was going to do his part in order to advance the region. And he was proud, right? And so he made me enthusiastic about the region, but he made me a better person to understand the great history of the place of space, even outside of Tommy Rukavina or even David Tomasoni or Tom Bach or any of the others. He had his own special way by which to represent the region, and it was wonderful getting to know him. And the last thing that I'll say is upon finding out about his illness, I called him and I talked to him on the phone. And even under those circumstances, he still was looking forward to doing everything that he can do with any time that he had. And so to me, that is a courageous man, to be able to look and love and give of himself. And so for that, I am most grateful. Thank you.
Thank you, Senator Champion. Representative Davis, I thought you were done, but your hand is still up. Do you have something else?
I do
Okay,
not,
your hand
Mr.
is-
Chair.
Okay, thank you, Representative. Well, I was thinking about what Roy means to us, and this might seem a little weird, but I've had this happened to me twice in my life. In 2002, May 30th, my mom died unexpectedly, and I remember looking at my sister, and I said, well, "What do we do now? Like, how do we go on without mom?" And when I got the call about Roy, I called Commissioner Rukavina, and we talked about it, and I said, "Well, what do we do now?" It was the same thought, like, I don't know how to go on in this job or in the legislature. And Roy became a friend. One of my favorite memories in the legislature was when he's up in the gallery and I would hike up the stairs and we would, visit, and he would give me advice. And like Senator Champion said, he was never negative. He always called out positive things in people. And I don't know where we go without him, except that we all have to pitch in, because there isn't one person that can do everything that he did. And he had become a friend and a confidant and an advisor. And when I sat here today, I always look for him, because they say when you do public speaking, look for the person that gives you positive feedback. So I always look for Roy when I'm up here. And so somebody else has to give me that positive feedback. So Roy, thank you. I don't know how all of this works, but thank you for what you've meant to us. Before I get too emotional, we'll go back to the meeting.
Thank you, Chair. In closing, I will switch to a totally different topic and talk about winter. I think it's safe to say that winter is clearly here, and I am pleased to say that Giants Ridge is officially open for the ski and snowboard season. It's a place that brings people together. It supports jobs and remains an important part of winter life in our region and making winter bearable. As we head into the holiday season, I want to thank each of you for your service, your partnership, and your commitment to the region. I hope you and your families have a safe, restful, and happy holiday season. So with that, Mr. Chair, I'll turn it back to you to begin today's agenda.
All right, thank you, Commissioner. Well, to get back to the agenda, then we will get to resolution number 26-007. And for that, we'll go back to Commissioner Vina to present the Central Iron Range Sanitary Sewer District Board.
Great, thank you, Chair. So the Central Iron Range Sanitary Sewer District was established in its current form pursuant to the laws of Minnesota, 2009, Chapter 122, Sections 221. It is governed by a board comprised of 3 members appointed by the City of Chisholm, 2 members appointed by the City of Buell, 1 member appointed by the City of Kinney, 1 member appointed by Great Scott Township, and 1 member appointed by the Iron Range Resources and Rehabilitation Board on behalf of the Minnesota Discovery Center Development Area. These board members are appointed by the IRRB board, and they serve a 3-year term. Turn it back over to you.
All right, Stacy, I forgot what I do next.
Just looking for a motion on the
Oh,
resolution.
just a resolution, okay.
To appoint Larry Folstead.
Do we have a motion on resolution number 26-007 to appoint Larry Folstead? Stacy, I.
Second.
Stacy, I forgot what I do next. All right, just a resolution, okay. Do we have a motion on resolution number 26-007 to appoint Larry Folstead? Do we have a motion on resolution number 26-007 to appoint Larry Folstead? Senator Igo moves the resolutions. I mean, representative, I just.
Mr. Chair, don't give me a demotion like that.
Are you going somewhere, Rob?
The member of the lower body. Moves resolution 26-007. Sarah, please take the roll.
Senator Champion,
Aye.
Senator Farnsworth,
Yes.
Senator Housechild,
Aye.
Senator Heitzman,
Aye.
Representative Davis,
I,
Representative Igo,
I go aye.
Representative Scrabba,
Aye.
Representative Warwas. That's 7 yeses, 1 excuse.
All right, with that, resolution 26-007 passes. All right, moving on to resolution number 26-008, which Mr. Sunball presented. When you're ready, Mr. Sunball.
Hey, Mr. Chair, members of the board, our loan project on the agenda today is a bank participation loan with Security State Bank in the amount of $1,298,100 for Fern and Shea Fabricating Inc. located in Hibbing. Fern and Shea Welding and Fabricating Incorporated is being purchased by Dan Watson and Eric Berg. The two new owners intend to expand the current customer base to include rail, grain, petroleum, and the marine industries. Their plans also include to bring currently outsourced machining in-house within the next 2 years and also offering a mobile welding service. The proceeds of the agency's loan will be used to finance the equipment portion of this project, and the total project cost will be $4,650,000. The breakdown of the 4.65 million includes the agency funds 1,298,100 for equipment. Security State will match that 1,298,100 also for equipment. Security State will also carry the real estate at 588,800. And between the seller carry and cash equity will be 1.465 million. The company currently retains 23 employees, and the new owners intend to keep the existing employees. They also plan to hire 4 new employees. Collateral on this loan will be a shared first position on all inventory, equipment, and accounts receivable, including the personal guarantees of Dan Watson and Eric Berg. This will be the 3rd project that the agency has participated in for Fern and Shea, but obviously the first with the new owners. There's currently 1 outstanding loan with roughly an $81,000 balance. That loan will be paid in full as a result of this project. And I do have Dan Watson here in the audience if there are any questions.
Thank you, Mr. Sunball. Are there any questions or comments from the board? Right, no questions, so I'll just comment. This is of course in my district and an exciting project with more economic development. Well, actually, I do have one question. I'm not sure if Mr. Watson is the person that I want to ask. But if you had Mr. Terry Vessel for your welding teacher, is it true that he taught you everything that you ever needed to know about? Mr. Vessel visited me yesterday, told me about this and took credit for all, so.
A graduate of Ely High.
You have stories about Representative Scrabble. With that, Representative Scrabba moves resolution 26-008. Sarah, please take the roll.
Senator Champion,
Aye.
Senator Farnsworth,
Yes.
Senator Housechild,
Aye.
Senator Heitzman,
Aye.
Representative Davis,
I,
Representative Igo,
I go aye.
Representative Scrabba,
Aye.
Representative Warwas. 7 yeses, 1 excuse.
All right, thank you. With that, resolution 26-008 passes. No, I was not really yelling. Next, we will have the Taconite Economic Development Fund projects, resolution number 26-009. Whenever you're ready.
All right, thank you, Mr. Chair, members of the board. The TEDF authorizes funds to Minnesota's taconite producers for workforce development, concurrent reclamation, plant and stationary mining equipment, facilities, and research and development. The total TEDF rebate before the board today is $6,786,987, corresponding to total project investments of $15 million. The Hibbing Taconite Mining Company is eligible for a rebate of $1,480,318, and it put forward 2 projects with a total investment of $3 million. The first project, the 2024 Tailings Buttressing Project, is part of a multi-year effort to improve Hibbing Taconite's tailings storage facilities. This project widens and reinforces existing dams and is part of Cleveland Cliffs' commitment to meet or exceed current industry best practices for tailings management. The second project is a replacement of a filter cake stockpile conveyor, which has been in service since 1976. Adam Osborne, General Manager of Hibbing Taconite, and other company representatives are with us via Zoom today to answer any specific questions on this project. I'll just read through. We'll take questions for the end. Thank you, Chair. North Shore Mining Company is eligible for a rebate of $786,741, and it put forward 1 project for a total investment of $1.6 million. This is a concurrent reclamation project that restored the historic function of legacy streams located near North Shore Mining's permitted tailings basin. In addition to improving water flow in Big and Little 39 creeks, this project was designed to enhance aquatic and floodplain habitat. Nick Beckema, North Shore Mining, and other company representatives are here via Zoom to answer any questions. Next project. US Steel Keetac is eligible for a rebate of $1,282,372, and they put forward 2 projects with a total investment of $3.4 million. The first project, Tailings Basin number 1 perimeter rise, is work to raise the tailings basin height and construct interior diversion dikes. The second project is the replacement of 4 existing wet scrubber dust collectors in the concentrator with new style HEPA filters. Rob Wilbinen, project manager from US Steel, is with us here today in the audience to answer any questions. The last project in front of us today is for US Steel Mintac. US Steel Mintac is eligible for a rebate of $3,237,556, and they put forward 1 project for a total investment of $7 million. This project is engineering design and field investigation related to sulfate compliance. Over 100 holes were drilled into bedrock to collect geotechnical data. This investigation helps inform constructability, cost, and schedule estimates for a complete cutoff wall. Again, Rob Wilmanen, project manager US Steel, is with us here today to answer any questions the board may have. In summary, for the board's consideration today are $6,786,987 in TEDF rebates for 6 projects with a total investment of $15 million. Mr. Chair, that's it. My prepared remarks will be open for questions if you have it.
Thank you, Mr. Yanish. I believe I saw the representative from Slovenia had his hand up. Representative Scraba.
You're muted.
Representative Scraba, going once. All right, anybody other than Representative Scraba with any questions? Well, I'll ask while Roger's trying to figure that out. On the USS or the US Steel Mintac project, looks like it's a sulfate reduction. Is there an estimate on how close this may get to the sulfate standard?
Mr. Wilman, step up.
Yeah, right now we're just doing, like it says, a geotechnical investigation for a cutoff wall. So it would stop wall from leaving the earthen dike, the dam, from the east and the north of the tailings basin. So right now, we're just trying to quantify the overall cost estimate, time frame to get this kind of a cutoff wall in.
Rob, would it be accurate to say that this is designed to stop the outflow of sulfate containing water to the
Yeah.
water body? So it's not a treatment system per se, it's a barrier that will prevent the water from discharging.
It goes all the way down to the bedrock.
Okay,
It's nothing to do.
okay, thank you. Any other questions from the board? All right, with that, Senator Hostile moves resolution 26-009. Sarah, please take the roll.
Senator Champion,
Aye.
Senator Farnsworth,
Yes.
Senator Housechild,
Aye.
Senator Heitzman,
Aye.
Representative Davis,
Aye.
Representative Igo,
I go aye.
Representative Scrava, Representative Scrava, Representative Bormelus. That's 6 yeses, 2 excused.
Right, with that, resolution number 26-009 passes. Next, we have resolution 26-010 and presenting this project. When you're ready.
Thank you, Commissioner, Mr. Chair, members of the board. There are 3 programs today before the board for the Iron Range Higher Education account. The Iron Range Higher Education Committee advises the Commissioner on providing higher education programs to the service area. Programs are funded by 5 cents of the taconite production tax that are placed in the Iron Range Higher Education account. Upon approval by the Iron Range Higher Education account and recommendation of the Iron Range Resources and Rehabilitation Board, the Commissioner approves expenditures from the account. There are 3 programs today before the board. First is the Greenhouse Research Lab on the Vermillion campus. A greenhouse research facility will serve as a hub for applied research, education, and community engagement across the Iron Range. It will support regional environmental priorities, enhance academic programming, and foster partnerships with local industry and schools. Total agency investment is $200,000. Next, we have the Enrollment Growth Initiative, Year 1. A career field specialist will focus on outreach to more than 100 regional schools, high schools, with the goal of increasing enrollment in high demand, low enrollment programs. Total agency investment is $120,000. Last, we have program redesigns for artificial intelligence technology. Redesign career and technical education programs to align curriculum with the latest artificial intelligence, AI technology, and future-proof curricula to ensure adaptability into the next 5 years. The agency investment is $450,000. The total for the 3 projects is $770,000, and we do have Dr. Mike Riot here from North College available for any questions.
All right, thank you. Are there any questions from the board? Seeing none, I'll just comment being on the higher ed committee. These are good projects that I think we can be proud of. Oh, I see Representative Scrava is back. So Representative Scrava, go ahead. He's hitting.
How about now? Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, sorry, I don't know what's going on. But yeah, I and Rob and I are on the senator, we're on the board, and I do want to support this. We had a good, robust discussion, and this is something again where I think the IRRB and with Roy's help, this is all part of our role as a legislator. And I do want to go back to the other meeting motion. I apologize, but I just wanted to make a comment that I'm thankful that all the companies are working towards clean water. And I think we should all make note that that it wasn't all a bunch of equipment they were buying this time, but actually trying to keep our natural resources clean, and they're showing their due diligence. But I hope you support this one. Thank you.
Thank you, Representative Scrava. So with that, Senator Champion moves 26-010. Sarah, please take the roll.
Senator Champion,
Aye.
Senator Farnsworth,
Yes.
Senator Hochstadt,
Aye.
Senator Heinzman, Senator Heinzman, Representative Davis,
Aye.
Representative Weigel,
I go aye.
Representative Scrava,
Aye.
Representative Warwas, Senator Heinzman. That's 6 yeses, 2
Aye.
excused. So 7 yeses, 1 excused.
All right.
I did see, didn't I?
Did I hit?
I thought so, maybe I skipped you, Senator Burns.
I forget things. All right, well, we'll move on to resolution 26-02. Oh, I have to, that's right, I was not here to remind me. So, with that, resolution 26-010 is passed. Now we'll move on to the broadband one, which is perfect timing with our internet problems. Apparently today, resolution 26-011, it's Ribon.
Good afternoon, Chair, Commissioner, and members of the board. Today we have 2 broadband projects for your review and recommendation. Just a reminder, broadband infrastructure grants assist projects that help households and businesses reach the state of Minnesota broadband speed goals. Today, the agency investment in the 2 projects is $913,000. The total project investment is just under $3.9 million, and the households that will be served by broadband are 292. The first project is for Paul Bunyan Rural Telephone Cooperative with a grant amount of $600,000. The project is phase 2 of a larger fiber optic expansion initiative. Phase 2 will serve 128 unserved and 18 underserved households in Field, Alongo, and Sturgeon townships in rural St. Louis County. The project is capable of speeds that will far exceed the state of Minnesota 2026 broadband speed goal of 100 megabits per second download and 20 megabits per second upload. Phase 2 construction is planned to begin in spring 2026 and conclude in fall of 26. IRRR previously awarded a $400,000 grant for phase 1 as part of a $6 million partnership between the Minnesota Department of Employment and Economic Development Border to Border Low Density Grant Program, St. Louis County, the townships, and Paul Bunyan Rural Telephone Cooperative. Phase 1 is currently under construction and will serve 420 locations. Phase 2 will extend this service to the 146 adjacent locations, increasing the total number of locations served across both phases to 566. The second project is also a grant to Paul Bunyan Rural Telephone Cooperative in the amount of $313,000. The project consists of expanding fiber optic to serve 146 unserved and underserved households in the communities of Cook, Marble, Keewatin, Northeast Hibbing in St. Louis and rural Itasca County. The project is capable again of speeds that will far exceed the state of Minnesota 2026 speed goal of 100 megabits per second download and 20 megabits per second upload. The project is awaiting funding approval from NTIA's Broadband Equity Access and Deployment Program. If BEAD funding is awarded, construction is planned to begin in spring 27 and conclude in fall of 27. Patty with Paul Bunyan Communications is available virtually, and myself if there's any questions.
All right, thank you. Are there any questions from the board? All right, with that, Senator Heinzman moves resolution number 26-011. Sarah, please take the roll.
Senator Champion,
Aye.
Senator Farnsworth,
Yes.
Senator Hochschild,
Aye.
Senator Heisman,
Aye.
Representative Davis,
Aye.
Representative Igo,
I go aye.
Representative Scrava,
Aye.
Representative Warwas. That's 7 yeses, 1 excuse.
Thank you. With that, resolution 26-011 is passed. And we will move on to resolution 26-012, Mr. Ridlon, Senator Steve. Whenever you're ready.
Mr. Chair, members of the board, we have 2 housing projects and 2 housing amendments for your review today. Just a quick reminder that the housing grants assist projects or programs that result in the creation of new housing units or the rehabilitation of existing housing units. The program will support housing solutions that align with local priorities and regional employers' needs. So today we're bringing 2 housing projects. The agency investment for this is $2,122,000. The total project investment is $26,442,498. That will create 56 new housing units. The total number of project increases we'll be talking about at the end, that will bring total agency investment of $2,250,000 and the total project investment increase of $2,058,512. Thought the last one tricked me up. So the first housing project I'd like to bring up for discussion today is the City of Buell. The project description includes demolition, site preparation, and construction for an 8-unit apartment building. The agency investment on this project is $650,000. The total project investment is $1,850,000. The next project we'll be discussing is Center City Housing Corporation. That is going to be to replace blighted housing units located at the Haven Court Apartments. The total agency investment is $1,472,000, and the total project investment is $24,592,498. For housing project amendments, the first one is going to be the City of Babbitt. The project description is infrastructure development to support 18 single-family lots, 1 site for up to 12 twin townhomes, and 1 site for a multifamily apartment building. The grant increase is $450,000. The original grant was $1,450,000. For the City of Chisholm, this is for infrastructure development to support up to 25 new single-family market rate homes. The grant increase is $1,800,000, and the original grant was $500,000. We're now willing to take questions about any of these projects at this time, and we have several leaders from all these projects joining us here today.
All right, thank you. Are there any questions or comments from the board?
I have a few comments, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Representative. I will go ahead.
All right, well, I'm putting my housing chair hat back on, Mr. Chair. I appreciate all the hard work of the agency, and I just want to say you guys did it again, right? When we look at these new projects and we look at total agency investment of a little over $2.1 million, we're 13xing that money to bring 56 new housing units to our area. And that just shows how fantastic this program has turned out to be for the agency and how fantastic our staff is at working with our communities to bring housing projects to our area, which, as we know, is a very hard thing to do right now, but it's super exciting when we talk about bringing these opportunities to our area and giving the chance to really start fixing our workforce housing shortages. So good job to the agency. Thank you to all the developers. Thank you to the cities. Thank you to everyone that's partnering to help fix this hole that we have in housing, and let's keep doing great things. Hats off to the entire agency.
Thank you, Representative Igo. Other comments or questions? All right, not seeing any. I will just add that we know that there's a housing shortage. And I've investigated these projects. I'm excited about the Buell one. I drove by the building that they're going to tear down. I can't believe the building is still standing, actually. From what I saw in fact, I was on the phone with Ms. Ridlon when I was on the road and said, I'm going to swing into Buell and look at that. And definitely that needs to be done. And I know quite a bit about the Chisholm project, and that's going to be a lot of single family homes. It's going to help the Central Iron Range. So I'm pretty excited about this. And with that, Representative Igo moves resolution 26-012. Sarah, please take the roll.
Senator Champion,
Aye.
Senator Farnsworth,
Yes.
Senator Housechild,
Aye.
Senator Heinzman,
Aye.
Representative Davis,
Aye.
Representative Igo,
I go aye.
Representative Scrava,
Aye.
Representative Warwas. 7 yeses, 1 excuse.
All right, thank you. With that, resolution 26-012 is passed. And our last resolution is number 26-013 with Mr. Lund and Mr. Ismail. Yeah, whenever you're ready.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. We have 9 public works projects for the board's review and recommendation today. The agency investment $4,667,000 and total project investment $36.27 million. First project for review, City of Aiken, grant amount $500,000. The project consists of wastewater treatment facility upgrades, including construction of preliminary treatment, aeration management, secondary clarification, biosolids management facilities, and miscellaneous electric improvements. The existing facility is aging and operating near capacity. It has undersized equipment and needs immediate improvements to the secondary treatment components and biological treatment process. The current configuration limits treatment during high flow events and high pollutant loading events. The inadequate size of clarifiers creates an ongoing potential for pollutants being released into the Mississippi River. Second project, City of Biwabic, grant amount $383,500. Project consists of public facility improvements to the city hall and city pavilion. The city hall upgrades include replacing the boiler system and HVAC controls. Pavilion improvements include replacing the gas, fire air handling unit, furnace and condensing units, and HVAC controls. The investments will help reduce operational costs and ensure that both facilities are energy efficient, accessible, and safe for employees and the public. City of Chisholm grant amount $400,000. Project consists of infrastructure and road reconstruction along 6th Street Northeast. Improvements include new sewer line, water main, storm sewer, road reconstruction, curb and gutter systems, and sidewalks. The water and sanitary sewer laterals within the right of way will be replaced, and those failing or non-compliant service lateral lines beyond the right of way will be repaired, rehabilitated, or replaced. The project serves Heritage Manor, Health Center, and then 8 residential properties. Cook Hospital, grant amount $500,000. The project consists of replacing the original 1959 steam boilers and feed systems. The 2 boilers have required several repairs over the years and have far exceeded their expected service life. To improve the heating system's performance, reliability, and efficiency, 2 new LP gas hot water boiler systems will be installed. Cook Hospital was built in 1959. It's a 14-bed critical access hospital with an attached 28 bed skilled nursing facility serving 2,500 square miles in rural northern St. Louis County. The Cook Or Healthcare District is a governmental entity that was established in 1990 through special legislation. In 2024, the hospital supported 133 employees with a $9.4 million payroll and benefits package, reinforcing its role as a major economic contributor. As a designated stroke and trauma facility, the hospital provides life-saving care, often within critical first hour of emergency. City of Ely, grant amount $150,000. Project consists of infrastructure, road reconstruction. 4 blocks of streets to be completely reconstructed with new storm sewer, gutters, and sidewalks. The subgrade will be corrected and the road surface will be repaved. City of Evelyn, grant amount $100,000. Project consists of infrastructure replacement in West Evelyn, including more than 2,300 linear feet of sanitary sewer force main. The West Evelyn and Leonidas Sanitary sewer collection system flows to a main lift station and then pumped through an 8-inch cast iron sanitary sewer force main up to a transfer station. It is then pumped to the city wastewater treatment plant. A majority of the leaks are located between 13th Avenue West and 17th Avenue West on First Street. City of Evlith, grant amount $133,545. The project consists of community center improvements, including roof repair and elevator upgrades. Facility has had minimal improvements since its construction in the early 1990s. It was heavily used by the school district and is showing extensive wear and failure to several building components. The facility will be used as a community center, serving as a central amenity for a new residential housing development and open recreation space. Hitting public utilities, grant amount $1 million. The project consists of replacing and installing 3.5 miles of water main and replacing, relocating, or adding 74 valves. The improvements will create a more efficient system and the ability to better isolate the impact of any future breaks. The project also entails replacing or adding 39 fire hydrants to improve community and public safety. City of Virginia, grant amount $1.5 million. The project consists of critical energy efficiency upgrades to municipal buildings and water line and culvert infrastructure improvements. The Virginia Public Utilities Commission will decommission its steam plant in October of 2026, making it crucial to implement necessary upgrades. The City Hall and Public Library have existing steam heating systems that are outdated, inefficient, costly to maintain. The systems will be replaced with modern, high efficiency heating technologies that will reduce energy consumption and lower operating costs. Water lines beneath the existing power plant will be decommissioned in October 26. The lines serve a substantial portion of the community and are essential to maintaining reliable delivery of water and other municipal services. 3 culverts along 16th Avenue South are vital to the city's stormwater management system, serving nearly all the north side and downtown areas. The culverts have reached end of their useful life. 1 culvert has failed and collapsed, and 2 are under considerable structural stress. Placing the culverts is essential to maintain safe and effective water flow, prevent localized flooding, and protect surrounding properties and roadways. Mr. Chair, I don't understand any questions at this point.
There's no any questions from the board. Right, seeing none, these are good projects, I'm happy to support them, and with that, I think the only one that I left out is Representative Davis, who moves resolution number 26-0013. Sarah, please take the roll.
Senator Champion,
Aye.
Senator Farnsworth,
Yes.
Senator Housechild,
Aye.
Senator Heinzman,
Aye.
Representative Davis,
Aye.
Representative Igo,
I go aye.
Representative Scraba,
Aye.
Representative Warwas. That's 7 yeses, 1 excuse.
All right, with that, resolution 26-013 is passed. Any other business come before the board? Board members on Zoom, any other business? All right. Oh, what a shock. Representative Scraba.
I just want to let everyone know, thank you for not going past midnight. I know it's not midnight for you, it's 8 hours faster here, so I get to bed before midnight. I appreciate that. Thank you.
Thank you, Representative Scraba. And with that, before I adjourn, I just want to wish everybody a Merry Christmas, a Happy New Year. And Hanukkah somewhere in there, Happy Hanukkah. And with that, we are adjourned.
Merry Christmas.